Good afternoon, everybody. Nearly said good evening because I'm not used to going live in the afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction show. And in today's show, we are going to be listening to Ruben Amorim's press conference, and also we're going to be listening to Arne Slot's press conference reaction as well. Both sets of managers. Now, I am doing this a bit earlier today because I got a busy evening, on Sunday time with my family and that. So, yeah, this is why I'm doing this afternoon. Oh, big up to you, Mob. Good afternoon, mate. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, mate. Much appreciated. So, big up to you as well, Daylight Sorting. Bash. Good to see you guys in here. So yeah, Ruben Amorim has been talking to the media today, and I'm expecting some PR questions. Of course I am. Oh, yeah, Bash. Big out to you, Hayden Cox. Bash. And Adam Partridge. Blimey. Quite a few you in the building this afternoon. You all must be keen. But yeah, we are going to be reacting to Ruben Amorim and both Arne Slots. Now, I've not listened to the press conference yet. I got to get some sleep, Mr. Joshua J. Popping in. Hope you're having a good Friday. Yeah, cheers, Mob. Big up to you, yeah? Thank you for stopping by, mate. Get some well-earned rest. Any soon's on the ready? Yeah, they'll be coming out a bit later, Hayden Cox. Don't you worry about that. PR and nonsense news from Amorim. Yeah, more than likely, downright sorting. But now I've not listened to the press conference yet. This is going to be a complete fresh reaction to both. Now, obviously, with Arne Slot's press conference, it's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. And they'll probably ask him how you think Manchester United are getting on. I mean, let's get it right. I mean, they always like to ask the opposition managers what they think of Manchester United. It does my absolute head in, honestly. It's like, fuck out of here, man. Seriously. Just cut it out with these stupid questions. Good afternoon, Josh Mate. Bash. Big out to you, Ryan G. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I got that off the Timu, Hayden Cox. Giving us a quick throw on the darts boards, mate. We'll do the press conference first, and then, yeah, you want me to do a quick throw, I will. So, yeah. Now, let's listen to what Ruben Amorim's had to say. But I'm expecting banger and mash waffle, honestly. Right, let's get to it. Where is it? Here we go.
Thank you, George. Afternoon. I know you always talk about how much in contact you are with the leadership here, the likes of Sir Jim, Jason. Sir Jim had some really positive comments for you over the break, really backing you. How do you feel when you see those type of comments?
I still don't believe in what Sir Jim is saying because, to me, it's a load of banger and mash waffle, honestly. Let's get it right. I'd never trust you with a darts laugh out loud. Big up, Josh CJ. Big up, Yeti, mate. Good afternoon. Oh, gosh. You're making this a fun Friday afternoon already, you lot. Big up, Adam, mate. Yeah, Cole Palmer out for 6 weeks. Yeah, that's a huge blow down, like sorting. Anyway, let's continue.
He tells me all the time, sometimes with a message after games. But I know, and Jim knows that football is not like that. So the most important thing is the next game. You cannot control, even with owners, you cannot control the next day in football. So I know that, but it's really good to hear that. Also because of
I'm all good, Adam Partridge.
And Omar and Jason tell me that all the time.
In terms of your vision for this club, Does it help when they say that? Because they've also said, or Omar said, that it didn't start the way that everybody expected, including you. And nobody knows how long it's going to take. Nobody knows what happens on Sunday. Does it help that you know that they believe in what you are trying to do?
First of all, I can feel it. It's not just that thing that people talk, but I feel it in every day. And
Yeah, it makes a nice change, doesn't it? Adam Partridge, mate. Because usually I do these on like a Friday evening about 10:30 or 11 p.m. But yeah, because I'm a bit busy this evening, I just want to get this out of the way with this afternoon. Yeah, too confident about the game.
again, sometimes the pressure that I put on the team, on myself, is so much bigger than them. I know that it's going to take a while, but I don't want to think like that. I said that last year. But of course, again, it's really good to hear that. I think it helps also our fans to understand that the leadership understands that it's going to take.
Leadership? What leadership? What true leadership have we got these days? I'm dear me, hardly any fucking true leaders.
A while, but at the same moment, I don't like that because we'll give a feeling that we have time to work things out. So I don't want
Time for what? Time for what exactly? Yeah, you don't get any time in football these days. Seriously, what a load of banger mash waffle.
that feeling here in our club. Again, the most important thing is the next game. It's good to feel the support, but we need to prove in football, and especially in big clubs, that in every weekend we are ready to win games.
Yeah, it pisses me off, Hayden Cox, every time they ask these sort of dumb questions.
This will be the 100th match at Anfield between Liverpool and Manchester United. Is it?
Oh, don't you worry, that's coming, Adam Partridge. The wooden scenes are coming out later, honestly. Because fans keep talking about, oh, we're top of the XG and GA table. Who the fuck cares, yeah? Literally, real talk. Seriously. I like Skinner press conference here. Yeah, his are nice to listen to. But stop swearing. But this is my YouTube channel, and I can do what I jolly well please. Yeah, Ruben Amorim's is just full of banger mash waffle.
It's a game with an awful lot of history. Your history, I think you're.
Yeah, exactly, Adam Partridge. Yeah, time for what these days, mate? You don't get any time in football these days, do you?
First visit there as a player maybe could have been better, but your most recent was possibly one of your highlights here so far.
Yeah, I remember we play well. Was a draw. I was really upset in the end of the game because we proved in that day that we can compete against any opponent. I know that is special for our club. I know that they are fighting all the time for the titles, the number of titles. I know what it means to.
We're not fighting for the title. We're nowhere near fighting for the title. I mean, let's get it right. 1, 2, 3, Josh. Elite high standards.
To the fans, but again, it's one game that we need to prove again that we are playing better. I think we are playing better. We need to do.
Playing better. Yes, we did play a bit better against Sunderland. So come on, this is where it being the big test for us against Liverpool. Then we'll see if we're actually playing better. Because I'm not convinced we are at all.
Better in both boxes. So it's one more game that we need to win.
Okay.
Yeah. I have done a short video on that, by the way, people. So if you're not checked that out, please make sure you do. I think Liverpool will beat Manchester United at Anfield, more than likely.
The results and the performances against the so-called bigger team.
If it means he fucks off Daniel, I'll take a loss, to be honest. Yeah, I get it. Sorry, mate, I didn't see it. No, that's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. I mean, you want to see them? I'll show them on here. No worries. I'll do that.
Have been quite good since you got here. What do you think the difference has been in those games compared to perhaps some of the other games?
Maybe I don't know, but maybe the expectations when you have to win and the responsibility of winning.
Of course, the expectation is to win. We're Manchester United Football Club. Bosh! Big ups to you, Michael.Chelsea FC. Yes, I know, geezer. Weird to be doing an afternoon stream, but there you go. It's because I got a busy evening. I'm seeing my sister from Bournemouth this evening, so this is why I'm going live this afternoon. Yeah, see, what happened to you and Soren? Does that mean Andrew will stay? More than likely, but I think Chelsea was steamroll Forest, to be honest.
It's so much harder to play like that. That's why when you play in big clubs, you need to win every match, especially.
Yeah, that's a huge shame for the darts. And yeah, I'm glad you like the Crocs, Adam Partridge. Big up, Michael, mate. You okay?
When people are expecting you to win, and we have some difficulties sometimes to deal with that when people and you have
oh yes, he never disappoints, does he, people? Oh man. Daylight sorting. Game over. Forest won't win, sorry.
expect not Manchester United to win that game. Maybe it's easier for the players to perform, and we need to change that. But to change that, we need to have confidence to win more games, to have more points, to feel more free to play the game. So I think that is the main reason.
I think there are 7 players who didn't train yesterday. Some of them were.
Yeah, probably later on this afternoon, Adam Partridge.
Rested, had additional days off. But which players do you know won't be available for the weekend's game?
Licha is near, but
of course he's been out for some time, hasn't he, Lisandro Martinez?
It's almost returning to the trainings with the team. Mazraoui, I don't know. The rest of the guys, the national team, they are ready, but you.
I do indeed, Adam Partridge. Yes, mate. A mug of Yorkshire tea. Lovely.
If you saw the games, some players play in Japan, so we need to be careful to give more time. Diogo didn't play the last game. He was here. Bruno played 62 minutes. We gave one more day. We try to balance everything to have everyone ready, but they are ready. The guys are returning from national teams. They are ready to play.
Hi, Ruben. When your goalkeeper puts in a performance like that on debut,
Yorkshire goals for us. Tubers, laugh out loud. Yeah.
United fans are calling him the new pitch after less than 90 minutes. Does that make it?
I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, what are we doing here? Corn Lehman's the new Peter Syke already after he's only played one fucking game. Seriously. Again, modern football fans in a nutshell, people. Does my head in. How do you have your tea, Josh, mate? I leave it standing for a couple minutes, then I put the milk in, and I have one sugar with it. I have mine hot and with a tea bag. Well, blatantly obvious. Yeah.
Impossible to drop even for a big game like this.
Possible. Nothing is impossible. You have to prove during the week. But
if he goes with Bayender, I'll so lose our shit, honestly. He cannot be in goal.
Of course, he did a great job. It is possible that he is going to start the game. The first impression in this club is really important. To maintain the level is even more. important in the really difficult. So he's not Schmeichel yet. He's a young guy with talent.
Yeah, big up to Ross the Stocks. I was on his channel again last night. AN Source, King, Adam, Don, Yeti, and everyone in the chat, lads. You're all top class. Thank you.
He show a lot of composure, and the fans liked it. But again, we need to prove that is in the past. We need to prove in the next game.
Ruben, Sir Jim was quite critical of the academy in his interview last week. He said that standards had slipped. You've been here nearly a year now.
Oh, bosh. Big up to you, Danny B. Big up. You're welcome, Josh, mate. This guy better not leave Cunha on the bench again. Absolutely, yeah. Cunha has to start. Ryan G.
What's your assessment of the health of the United Academy?
I think we can always improve. I'm not the best guy because I'm here for a year and our results are not being so good. So I'm not going to be the guy that is going to say that the academy is.
That's true. That's very true, actually. Yeah, Cunha was good at Anfield last season. Sir Jim talk much shit, Josh. Yeah, he does. Honestly, load of bollocks, Adam Partridge.
Not in a good shape. What I know is that, especially nowadays with the fair play, with the feeling of the club, the academy is really important. We need to take care of that. We need also to give the right conditions for all the people that we have here to do a better job, because sometimes it's not just you are doing a bad job, but we need to see what kind of conditions they have to do a great job. We are paying attention to that. We are bringing people. We are always in contact with Travis, with all the kids, trying to bring the right kids for the training, try to make that relationship with the academy. So I think if you look at our club, we are trying to improve. We have a lot to improve, not just in the academy, but in all aspects of our club.
Last question in this section, Richard. Hi, Ruben. You talked earlier about how Liverpool and United are competing for the same number of titles, and the two clubs are always going to be compared with each other. And when you sort of have a season like last season, when Liverpool finish so far ahead of United, and how do you address that, and what becomes a realistic aim in terms of closing the gap to them?
That I don't know. Sometimes things change really fast, but if you see the history of both clubs, you can feel it that sometimes you have one club that is winning, the other club is having a bad moment. That happened with Liverpool when Manchester United was winning everything, and that happened with Manchester United when Liverpool was winning everything. So we just have to acknowledge that, to be really...
Yeah, because Manchester United and Liverpool, both of them are never on top at the same time. When one's doing good, the other struggles. When one's doing bad, the other does well.
Honest with the fans, but we can win any game. So if we think about just winning the next game, that is the most important thing. We can win the next game. If we are winning, if we are going to fight and to be at the same level.
Yeah, new person. You're right, Adam.
Of Liverpool. In the future, that is the idea. I don't know how long it is going to take.
So that's the end of the press conference. Yeah, usual really, like things being spoke about. Right, so let's see what Arne Slot has been saying. Arne Slot press conference. Here we go. What's he been saying to the media? It's on the Liverpool YouTube channel.
Ryan is completely fit, although we still have to train twice. But if you ask me now, he's completely fit. We are in a good place with the Dutch national team.
No, thank you, geezer. No, thank you. Needs to pack his bags, and he needs his P45 ASAP. Slot machine the fraud. Oh, harsh. I mean, He did win the league last season. I mean, I know they're not doing as well at the moment, but he won the league with Jurgen Klopp's team. But now Arne Slot, he's got his own team, and it's not quite gelling together at the moment, is it?
If Ronald Koeman can make a decision either to play Tijani Reinders or Ryan Gravenberg. So he played them both 45 minutes. Ibo has come back to us, started his sessions again, and expected to train with us today. And the third one is Allison. He's not training with us, so he's out.
Everyone else was shit last season. Yeah, they weren't great last season, were they? The other teams. I mean, let's get it right. What channel do you watch Ruben Amorim press conference on, Josh Ray? The Manchester United one, mate. Because they put them on there now. Yeah, Cole Palmer out for 6 weeks. Yeah, that's a big blow.
Have you got any further indication as to how long Ellison could be?
Like I always say, it's so difficult to say because the end phase of rehab always can give you positives or negatives, but he will not play in the weekend and also not next week.
Virgil has spoken again about.
Oh, so no Anderson this weekend and next weekend either. So being the number 2 goalkeeper in goal then for Liverpool. But he is quite good to be fair, their number 2.
Just how difficult it is to retain the Premier League title, and possibly we saw some of that in the run prior to the international break as well. So what's your message been to the players now as you regroup, return to Premier League, actually what is traditionally the biggest fixture, one of the biggest fixtures in the calendar?
No, I think what we can say is if we compare ourselves to last season, we don't create as many chances as we did last season, in the start of last season. But we are still the team that from open play creates the most XG chances, most shots on target.
Oh no, he's not talking about XG, is he as well? Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I done a bit of washing this morning, Adam Partridge. Yeah, just really chilled out, mate.
But we've conceded too many goals. We've conceded too many goals, that's for sure. And we've conceded 9, where 4 of them are from set pieces. That is what was and still is, by the way, a strength of us, which sounds weird if you concede 4, but that's not a reflection of the chances we've conceded in terms of set pieces. So the other 5 were 2 fast breaks and 3 from open play. I think in open play, we are conceding too many crosses.
Yeah, from open play. Yeah, they are conceding quite a few crosses.
That is one of the things where we have to address and what we have to do better. And like Virgil says, I don't know if he says this, but I think he means he implements this. He means it. That teams are facing us differently than the first half of last season, but that is also what I've said. The amount of long balls that we are facing now compared to last season, I think we're already 1/3 on the way in the amount of long balls we have to defend compared to last season. After 7 games already. So we have to find answers to that, and the first answer is not to concede so many goals, because it's harder to score your goals. The best thing you can do is make it harder for teams to score against you as well.
We've also, you mentioned that obviously scoring goals, so when we see Mo's numbers drop off because it's 5 in his last 21 appearances. Last season we saw him hit 32 in the first 41 games. Yeah, against Manchester United, he scored more goals in this fixture than any other player. So is this the kind of game that maybe could reignite Mo's form once again? Or goal scoring form, I should say.
I think it should not matter who we are playing on Sunday or Saturday, but we play on Sunday. If you've lost 3 games in a row and you wear the Liverpool shirt, it doesn't matter who your opponent is, you have to react. And if there's one thing I cannot blame the players is that they give everything they have, every single game. They go all in from the first till the last minute. This is what we did in the last 3 games as well. We, in both games, had to come back.
Yes, the Prem is back. I'm so happy, Josh Ray. I'm going Liverpool 1, Man United 1. You're going with Josh Ray. I'm going with 2-1, Adam Partridge. But to who is the question? But yeah, that's the score I predict anyway.
In all 3 games, we had to come back from being 1-0 down. In 2 games, we managed to do so. But
I mean, at the start of the season, Liverpool, they're scoring late goals and that, but the last couple of games, they conceded late goals themselves. So you can tell in the start of the season that they were literally getting over the line.
She lost in the end, where we were having chances in both games, maybe more than our opponent, to win it. But if you've lost...
And no doubt about it, Ryan G. I think they'll want to get back to winning ways, mate. Because I think they'll be pissed off the way they've been playing recently. 3-1, I think Liverpool will win.
3 in a row. It doesn't matter if Man United is coming or Brentford next week. There should always be a reaction, not only from all the players.
How do you view this? Just speaking about playing Manchester United in general, the rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United, how do you view this as an occasion now that you've been involved in it?
I look forward to every single Premier League game, but maybe even more towards the Man United one, because I know how special it is.
I mean, who doesn't like a Liverpool Man United game? Seriously. It's, if you have a look at the English calendar and you see Manchester United against Liverpool or Liverpool against Manchester United, that is the standout fixture. I mean, let's get it right. It'd be so nice if we win on your birthday, Josh. Right? Oh, that'd be a dream, Adam Partridge. That'd be an absolute dream come true, mate.
And I've experienced it last season, how special of a game it is. We know that it's probably the game that's been watched the most all over the world. So yeah, it's special to be part of it, but in the end, it's also a game where we have to be at our best, because United, in my opinion, has had a better start of the season than maybe the league table is showing.
But we're still below your side, aren't we? So we've not had a great start to the season. I mean, yes, I know people say, oh, we're top of the XG and GA, this and that, but who the fucking heck cares, yeah? Who cares about XG and GA? The only thing what matters is the results, people, at the end of the day. Let's get it right.
So yeah, very interesting game, and a game to look forward to, especially because it's played at Anfield.
Just winning the game would be a dream come true for me. Yeah, Wolves, absolutely.
I think our fans have been so supportive for us as long as I'm here and long before I was here. And I think they understand that the team that has lost three times in a row, they need to be ready, our team. But I think our fans can help us and will help us on Sunday as well.
Hi, Arne. You mentioned before about teams playing you in a different way this season, obviously trying to defend your championship. Have you had to, or how much have you had to sort of rethink how you set up and how you play, and how can Liverpool start to surprise teams again?
If you're the team that has created most chances from open play, you can argue if we don't surprise teams. Maybe we do things better than the last 3 results has shown. But it's also clear what I just said, that we haven't created that many chances we did last season, and there's a reason for that. That's playing style of the opponent.
Yeah, on the odd occasion I do, Adam Partridge.
The first answer is not to concede so many goals as we did, because there's one way of winning a game of football to score 2 or 3 goals. But if the other team scores 1 or 2 goals, you need 3 goals. Where last season we also were able to keep a clean sheet and only need 1 goal. First half of last season, we mainly got these goals from a special moment of one of our front 3. And where in the second half, we mainly needed a set piece to make the difference against these low blocks. And this season, we haven't had that many special moments special. What I mean is an act of brilliance, and we haven't scored from a set piece. If you would tell me that we've conceded 40% of our goals from.
Yeah, I think you rushed him back a bit too soon, Geezer, because clearly he wasn't smashed fit, Cole Palmer. So yeah, I think he came back a bit too soon. Can throw $1 to call you on the stream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I do that.
Set pieces, and the number one in the league has scored 60% of their goals from set pieces, and we're still 1 point behind that team. I would probably think that's not even that bad, but it is, of course, clear that conceding 4 is far too much for a team that wants to compete.
And Alexander Isak played twice for Sweden, 4 games over the international break. I just wonder how you see his fitness progressing, as I know you've been keen to sort of build him up steadily, given his lack of pre-season and everything that's gone on.
Yeah, I think that's what we did. And I think now he's had his 5-6 weeks of pre-season, which is normal for every player, especially if you've been out for 3 or 4 months. So fitness-wise, I think he's now close to the level he should be. And now I think we can judge him in the best, in a fair way from now on. So I know how this industry.
Yeah, good Adam Partridge. Yeah, once a week I play Call of Duty with my neighbour who lives in the same building as me. Yeah, we have a bit of games evening.
It works if he plays there twice and doesn't score. Then that's not what you're hoping for. Of course, you're hoping if they go to the national team that they score goals like Cody did, like Virgil did, like Dominic did, and like McAllister did. Do I forget a few? Probably. But he didn't. But I think his pre-season maybe finished. Now he's played a few games, 70, 80, 90 minutes. So let's see where he is in the upcoming weeks.
Thank you.
Well, Alexander Isak, to me, has only got himself to blame why he's not match fit, because he threw a hissy fit at Newcastle, and yeah, he's only just getting up to match fitness now, so you can't really have any sympathy for him, can you, really? What do you play, Josh? PC, Xbox, PlayStation? Mainly PlayStation, Ryan G, but on the odd occasion I do play Xbox when I fancy it, but yeah, I'm mainly a PlayStation gamer, to be honest.
This team is not used to losing 3 games in a row. I'm just wondering what effect that may have had on confidence and who you look to as the dressing room sort of.
Just remember, Josh, so you can't go in there. They know I'm away at weekends, Geezer. So yeah, they know where I am. They know I'm away here at weekends. So yeah, got nothing to worry about that, mate. It's not like because I can come and go when I please, mate. The Swedish fans are human that he didn't have a pre-season Isak, and they're not qualifying for the World Cup. He seemed poor, apparently. Yeah. I don't like what Isak did to Newcastle, mate, but what's the player he is? I'm a big fan. Josh, yeah, he is an outstanding player, but yeah, the treatment he gave Newcastle was nothing short of a disgrace.
Normality.
No, I think these players might need me, but I don't think they need me to tell them what has happened. We've played 10 games this season, won 7, lost 3. And the 3 we've lost by very close margins, twice in the last minute, and once both teams got a penalty. Both times the VAR should have overturned that decision, but only the one we got was overturned. So the margins are small, but I keep saying we should not be dependent of that margins. Although we play Chelsea away, I think it's normal that that's an equal game because Chelsea has a very good team as well. And we were able to create more than them. So that is part of it, but results don't lie. If you lose 3 times in a row, we have to do better. But I think these players that have experienced so many things don't wake up at night thinking, wow, we've lost 3 times. We need to be aware of that. We are aware of that, and we have to react to that. But we have to give the same reaction if we win 3 times in a row and Man United is on the fixture list. So what we have to do is create habits, do everything what we usually do if we win or lose. But maybe after losing 3 times, you're hoping for that sparkle or this 1 or 2% more. Not only from us, also from our fans on Sunday.
What Newcastle and Eddie Howe did for Isak was all good, wasn't it, Josh? Yeah, it was. He's on fire for Newcastle, Adam Partridge.
That's a great help in a way that it took the players out of the current situation at the club and gave them a chance to a new scenario at the countries, and also help quieten down the sort of talk about losing 3 in a week.
That last thing, I don't know. I assume that everybody's talking about that now again. I don't know, but it's just the situation as it is. You could argue it's better to have them with you to have the next game again, and then people cannot talk about it for 2 weeks. Now people could talk about it for 2 weeks. They went to the national team. A few of them had goals and assists, but what I like about top players is that you don't notice anything if they win 3 times in a row. They don't walk into this building or in the dressing room feeling they are so much better than the rest of the league. They just prepare themselves every single time in the same way. If they win or
I'm a big fan of Eddie Howe. I was had him at Man United on the next England manager, Josh Wright. Yeah, I like Eddie Howe, you know. Yeah, I think he'd make a great manager at England, to be honest. No, I wouldn't mind him at Manchester United, but unfortunately, Adam Partridge, I think he'll be set up to fail, mate.
But yeah, the outside world is, of course, very focused on the results, which we are as well. So we don't deny the results over here. We need to do better. Not only because we lost 3 times. I think in general, if you look at all the 10 games, it was 10 times quite equal, like last season, by the way. And we are trying to work every single day to make that gap between us and the teams we face bigger. But yeah, easier said than done.
Arne, just on Alexis, he was talking the other night after the Argentina game, saying he hadn't at the start of the season individually that he'd hoped for. Do you put that down to the big chunk of pre-season that he missed? And similar to Alex, would you expect him now to be in a position to kick on and be more influential?
I haven't heard that interview, so I don't know what he meant. Did he meant the quality of play? Did he meant the amount of minutes he made? One thing is clear, and that's what it was in your question, is that he missed out on a lot. Unfortunately, he went out immediately after we won the league, and we were expecting him to be back from the start of preseason, which he wasn't. And that led to the fact that he wasn't able to play 3 times in a row. So he went in, out, 60 minutes, 45 minutes. And that's never an ideal scenario for a player. But like all the others, he's a player that has experienced so many things in his career already that he will be back at the level he wants and the level I want from him.
Hi, Arne. Sunday is the start of 7 games in 21 days, 3 weeks basically. And you've spoken plenty of times about the benefit of consistency, cohesion between the sides, but also, you know that in such a period, you're not going to be able to play everyone every game. How hard is it to make that balance between trying to build that chemistry between the side, but also keep the freshness going?
Yeah, that's an interesting one, because we were just talking about Maka, we were talking about Alex. Those are players we need to bring them back towards a lot of playing time, but you cannot go from no playing time at all to 3 times in a week. So that's why Conor Bradley the same in preseason. So we had a few of them that led to changes, but everywhere around the world where teams have to face schedules like this, they have more than 11 players to take on this schedule. The thing is, if you rotate and you win, you do the smart thing. If you rotate and you lose, you have to play more with the same players. This is how football works, but it's clear that in general it's especially for certain positions, it's almost impossible to play them every single game. And if you do, it's the risk of a player getting injured, and this has happened.
Yeah, this is the thing. If players play week in, week out, eventually they will burn out, and that's how, unfortunately, they get injured, people.
Just before the international break with a few players, and has happened during the international break with some players, not with ours, except for Alisson, of course. But so yeah, you have to find them.
Oh, brilliant. That's great news, Adam Partridge. We got some Monday night games coming up. You know what that means, mate? Yes, live watch-alongs. That's great news. Because I believe we got one coming up in November, haven't we?
In this, but I think the ones we have are now longer together. So yes, Alex is not the same player as Hugo, but they are both a number 9, and they both know what to do in our system. So it's only something I like, that I have more than 11 players that can play a game of football, and it's never the reason for us to drop points or to lose a game of football.
And after the Chelsea game, there was a little bit of debate about Salah's position defensively. Martin Pereira obviously come on and said that that was an area that Chelsea looked to exploit. So when you're playing a number 10 like Bates in there rather than Sabos, like, how do you strike that balance in terms of what was position, out of possession, and tracking back?
Man United versus Edwards on the 24th of November on the Monday night, Josh, right? Awesome.
What does Florian Wirtz and Dominic Szoboszlai have to do with Cucurella attacking?
Last season, coped a little bit more in terms defensively on the right.
Did he?
His energy is pressing, but his weight is more of an attacking midfielder.
I think they're both attacking midfielders, and both are expected to defend, like all our 11 players are expected to defend. So yes, in this particular case, I heard the comments of Cucurella. I also saw how they scored the 2-1, but I could also show you 5 or 6 moments where Mo could have made a difference for us. And if that would have happened, we would have had the conversation like last season, where he so many times made a difference for us. And yeah, if that then doesn't happen, you get probably comments like this. It's always the balance between winger and fullbacks that is quite. But I want our fullbacks to attack as well. So that, we have to find the right balance in that. But I just said in the start that we are conceding too many crosses compared to last season, and this is something I'm aware of, and we have to do better. You're welcome.
Thank you.
There we go. That is the end of Arne Slot's press conference. Yeah, I mean, I thought he spoke to the media quite well there, to be honest. Oh, big up. Good afternoon, Adam Dahl. Big up to you, mate. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, mate. Much appreciated. I'm here now. Yep. We got Wolves the 8th of December away on a Monday night to Josh Man United versus Bournemouth 15th of December. Oh, cool. 2 Monday night games in a row. That's awesome. Yay. Good morning from the US. Of course, like the US, you're in the US, so you'll be in the morning right now because I believe you're about 6 hours behind us. But yeah, did you get to see highlights of our Women's Champions League game? I mean, what a win that was. We're down to 10 ladies most of the game, and we still got the 1-0 victory. I mean, we could have scored out 2 or 3 because Mallard's missed a couple opportunities as well. Is that Montague or Old Trafford, Adam? Everton is at Old Trafford. I have to update you, Josh, right? Yeah, you have. But yeah, that's good news because, you know, I'm free on Monday night. So yeah, I can cover them games. That's brilliant news. Because obviously, on Monday nights, I'm just at home myself, so I don't watch the football with my family. Yes, Adam Partridge. Sorry, fuck's sakes, Adam Dar. Yes, it is my birthday on Sunday, and that's when we're playing Liverpool. Oh, you said away, Adam. I need to learn to read properly. Big up, Adam Dar. But yeah, it's like this game will be so intense, people. It really will. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. But, the problem is with Manchester United, the way they've been playing recently, I honestly believe we are second favourites in this game. Now, that's not me being negative, people. That's me being realistic, yeah? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to football, I am a realistic fan. Yeah, let's get it right. Because at the end of the day, I just want what's best for my football club. And the direction we're going right now is we're not doing what's best for the football club. I mean, let's get it right. Big up, Adam. You are a little bit confident heading into the game against Liverpool. Liverpool, they do better at home than away. Honestly, they haven't lost it home yet. True. That's very true, Adam Dar. Very true.
They haven't lost it.
Ah, shut up. Hear myself in the background. 1-1. Yeah, that's what you said to me earlier, mate. But the game itself, I believe it will be intense, because Manchester United would want to win 2 in a row and Liverpool would want to get back to winning ways. Only 2 defeats, 19 and for September last year. PSG back in March. Absolutely. Yeah, when they lost to Nottingham Forest in the Premier League and to Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. Yeah, that's right. It's very true. Oh, okay, Adam Partridge. Yeah, that's the scoreline he's going for. Don't know what others will say, but yeah, that's good predictions. But even though Mohamed Salah, people, has not had a good season, I believe he'll be back in business at some point. I really do. It's just, I think he needs to get used to this new Liverpool team. And also, I mean, is he slowly on the decline now? Is his age starting to get to him? Because, at the moment, he's just not got going this season. I believe he will be back in business very soon. And as soon as Alexander Isak starts clicking, I think he'll be absolutely fine as well. So, yeah, if you are a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't be too alarmed at the moment because I know your side will eventually be back in business. So, yeah, my advice is to just hang in there, because I believe you are still favourites to win the Premier League title. I know a certain someone in the live chat says Man City will win the league, which that's fair enough. He's entitled to his own opinion. Yeah, off out from food tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going out tomorrow night, Adam Partridge, and then Sunday I'm just gonna chill out and enjoy my birthday. Watch the Liverpool versus Man United game, then also the F1 in the evening as well. Trust the process and better XG. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. Salah is over the hill now. Well, he might be on the decline, geezer, because, he is starting to get on there this way. And sometimes, some players, they just drop off, don't they? And a few beers to Josh Lake. Yes, absolutely. Traitor, Isaac, pure running. Yeah, I mean, look, I still respect him as a player, but the treatment he gave Newcastle was a disgrace. I'll probably have a couple beers. Will you be doing an emergency meeting on the same day on your birthday as well, celebrated the following day, mate? I'm doing Brentford against West Ham on Monday night. Then afterwards, I'm doing the emergency meeting as well. Time for Piastri to get back on top this weekend. Much preferring to win the title over Norris and Verstappen. See, I'm a Lando Norris fan, but unfortunately, to me, Norris is not scoring enough points. Oscar Piastri's had 2 very poor weekends, and Norris really has failed to take advantage of it. And really, I still say Oscar Piastri's favourite for the title. But, it's like if Max does win it, then this is a total bottle job by both McLaren drivers. Okay, Josh. Yeah, some say it is banter, Adam Partridge. Like Hayden Cox, he says it for banter. But some are serious about it. But the ones who I know in that just say it for the banter. If Oscar bargs Lando off the way Norris did in Singapore, now ask him to give the position back. Yeah, absolutely. To me, no, Oscar Piastri has been a bit too soft recently. To me, his performances are just nowhere near sustainable. Let's get it right. You're having a nice takeaway tonight, Josh. Right? Yes, Chinese. I'm having a Chinese with my sister from Bournemouth. Adam Partridge, mate. Probably have some sweet and sour chicken balls, chips, egg fried rice, curry, maybe a bit of chili beef as well. Yeah, I cannot wait. I don't have Chinese very often, so yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, my sister wanted to see me. She wants to have takeaway with me. It's like an early birthday treat. Oscar looks fed up after Singapore. I hope he turns it into right prick now. That's what you got to have, Ryan G. If you want to be world champion, you need to have a bit of that swat mentality, not just roll over and admit defeat. You need to be ruthless. So nice that is, Josh, right? Yes, it is. Chinese is very nice. Sweet and sour chicken balls. I mean, not everyone likes the sweet and sour sauce, do they? Do you see your sister much, Josh, mate? No, I don't, because she lives in Bournemouth, so it'd be nice to see her, Adam Partridge, mate. Really will. But at the end of the day, people, I have no idea what's going to happen in this game, but either way, I will be watching it because at the end of the day, it's such a huge game of football. Even though I'm not getting much joy watching Manchester United men at the moment, I'll still be here. Anything poetic, the poet said. Big up to you, Tony Ruthless Larson. Big up, mate. Good afternoon to you, mate. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, mate. Much appreciated. At the start of the stream, I nearly said evening because I'm so used to going live in the evening. It seems weird that I'm saying afternoon instead of evening. But anyway, it's made a nice change. And I'm surprised how many of you were in the building because I wasn't expecting so many of you guys in the building, honestly, because I thought as I'm going live earlier, you guys might not be available so much. But hey ho, how wrong was I? This has turned out to be a great Friday afternoon show. It really has. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. Legends, all of you, absolute legends. Just talk about the football club we love, Manchester United. Yeah, it's because I'm seeing my sister this evening, so I don't want to be streaming this evening. So, are we going to get out of the way with now this afternoon? I was on my way back from work and was surprised to see you on this early. And I think I will at times try and stream different times a day when I can, of course. When I can, when I'm not seeing family and that, I'm good. He is still gaslighting. Who's that? Is that Ruben Amorim you talk about? Are you talking about Ruben Amorim or Sir Jim, mate? Yeah, because both of them, yeah, proper banger match waffle, honestly. Poor PR. Usual questions being asked, full banger match waffle. Let's get it right. But yeah, it's like the key thing is for Manchester United, if they can get an early goal. Yeah, he said that both teams competing for titles and that. I mean, Man United are not competing for titles. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously. Oh, yeah, hang on 2 seconds. I need to get my 2 wooden spoons out because I said to Hayden Cox I'd get them out, because obviously they've been talking about Manchester United being top of their XG and GA table. So I'll go and grab them in a second, people. Smash the likes as well, as that also helps my channel out an awful lot. And make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. Yeah, double wooden spoon for you, Manchester United fans, who keep talking about top of the XG and GA table. Who the fucking heck cares, yeah? The only thing what matters, people, is the scoreline at the end of the day. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. And double wooden spoon for you, Ruben Amorim, as well. Honestly, saying that, talk about possibly that we're playing better, this and that. I mean, beat Liverpool first, then maybe, just maybe, we can assess the situation. But until I see it, that is absolute PR nonsense, people. Yeah, so double wooden spoon for you, Ruben Amorim. Honestly, absolute disgrace. And you actually, GA merchants, get in the bin. Seriously, yeah? Get in the absolute bin. There we go. There you have it. It does my head in, people, honestly. Ruben Amorim, Sir Jim ripping a new arsehole, don't know Josh Ray. Yes, they do, Adam Partridge. They need to be teared a new arsehole. Because both of them just chat absolute bollocks, honestly. And I, for one, have had enough of it. Seriously. Right, let's throw a couple darts, shall we? Let's see how far I can get them on the board. Let's throw a couple of them. I got to go and do prediction stream now, Josh. You have a great, enjoy the rest of your day and see you next on Bash. Big up to you, Ryan G. Good afternoon, mate. Right, let's have a look. Let's throw some darts. Oh, oh, what a great start. Missed that shot. That's a double 15. Ah, rubbish. 15. What a poor start that was. Dear me. Stinker and hooks, people. Biblical stinker and hooks. Right. Let's see if we can get all 3 on the boards this time. Oh, 16. Nice. 8. 6. So on that one, I got 16. 8. That equals 24 plus the 6. 25, 26, 30. I got that time. Better. The last time I only got 15, so that's better. Much better. Oh, that's a good one. 17. 4. Oh, crap. Missed that one. Oh, where's the ball gone underneath? Gone underneath the table, hasn't it? Trouble is with these balls, once they fall over, it's gone under my table. Great. Hang on, I'll just get it out. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I got about just over 20 this time. Let's go. Oh. There we go. 10 that time. Me and you, Ruben Amorim now, Josh 8. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we are. We are Adam Partridge. You're Ruben Amorim now, mate. Yeah, but the game itself, I'm really looking forward to it. Let's just wait and see what happens, people. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this afternoon stream as much as what I have. It's been a great afternoon stream. It really has, Thank you all so much for coming along. Much appreciated, So, let's have a look. Should we see if anyone's live this afternoon who I like? Let's see who we can redirect to. So, like, who's live this afternoon? Let's go with Lee Gunner's line. Let's go with Lee Gunner. Make sure you put Mr. Joshy J Raid, and yep, I will see you over the weekend and that. Don't forget, Glazers out, Ineos out, Amorim out, and brown envelopes in the bin as well. Bye-bye.